Huh. Okay, whatever. Have it your way. Well, let's do this thing. Here it is. Okay, that's the right opening. The war against Gigas. Like I said in the last video, I attempted to make. It was the latest video for Majora's Mask, which I'm uploading now, but I couldn't save the audio. I apologize for that. Music's kind of loud. I couldn't save the audio. I had to just upload without audio, so sorry about that. Yeah, this is quite possibly my favorite game of all time. I mean, Zelda, I love the Zelda series, but as a whole, it's my favorite series. Individually, I can't pick anything over Earthbound. Earthbound, this is actually the second game of Earthbound. They didn't really release the first one here. Because Americans didn't really like RPG games back then, or we weren't the biggest fans of them. So they didn't release it here. Of course, they later did come out with an English version of it, and they called it Earthbound Zero, and someone leaked it as a ROM. So now you can actually play it on an emulator, but you can't buy it in a store or anything. This is the second one in the series. We did get this one. Unfortunately, though, it kind of crashed and burned since people didn't want to buy a whole box with the strategy guide and the game and all that, because it was over $100 back then. Or not $100, but it was really expensive. So they didn't. No, not very many people bought it. So instead, they didn't release the third one here either. Wouldn't you know that? So they didn't release the third one. The third one was actually supposed to come out on the Nintendo 64, but since the Nintendo 64 DD was a failure, which they didn't release it because it was gonna include that. Oops, sorry. So they didn't have that, and I always name my characters after Pac-Man characters. Wait, no, that's not what I always name him. What am I doing? So yeah, the people who did get this game were very lucky, and then now. Like I remember one time I looked up on YouTube, or not YouTube, eBay, the whole box set, and someone actually was selling it. Unfortunately, it was for like $2,000. So yeah, it got really expensive. So we didn't get it, and that really sucks because this is a really good game. I got mine for, I think, about $80. No, it was cheaper than that because it was on sale, but I think it was about $80 or something, maybe 100. And that was just the cartridge. All I got was the cartridge. I didn't get anything with it. The series in Japan is actually called Mother. It's the Mother series. Earthbound 0 is Mother 1, Earthbound is Mother 2, and Earthbound 2 is Mother 3. Oh, man, that sucks. But, yeah, so, I'm saying a lot. I apologize for that. Yeah, I really like the series. I don't like the first one very much, which is very odd, because usually I like the originals of a series. Zelda 1, I like that one out of most of the Zelda games. Zelda 2 is my favorite out of the Zelda series, but Zelda 1, you know, I really like that one just because it was the first one. By the way, first character's name is actually Ness. The second one is Paula, I believe. The third one is Jeff, and this one is Pooh. But I've been naming them after Pac-Man characters. So now... then my pet. Why not? Oops. I'm also using a PlayStation 3 controller for this. That sucks. I have a really good controller that I'd like to use, but I'm not using it right now. It's more like a PlayStation 1 controller. It's got the what are they called? Thumbsticks on the bottom, right next to each other, and then it's got a D-pad where your thumb usually is, your left thumb. So that's it. It's really nice. I used to always use it to play this, but I haven't been doing it lately. For navigating the menus, I'm just gonna use the D-pad. I don't have this game memorized. I don't know where to find everything. I will do my best to get some cool stuff. There's not very many collectibles, I believe, in this game. So, that's not cool. You may be wondering why they're asking all this stuff, but just go with it, trust me, it'll all fall together later. Oops. Power pellet, for those of you who couldn't read it. It's kind of hard to name things like that, but there's 4 characters on the left. Sorry, on the left are going to be the main characters. The dog is just something extra. Its original name is King. Favorite food originally, like if you choose random at the bottom left or something, whatever it's called, then it'll give you all the default names. Default food is steak, and default coolest thing is rockin'. Yeah, rockin'. So the dog is just a reoccurring character, really. Oh, that's the end of this video. Hold on.